everyone, it's Anna here, and today I have a fun masculine video for you, which is a rarity for me. I am starting with white cardstock and two Creativa chalk paints, rust and anthracite color, which is sort of very dark gray, and chalk paints are very dense because they have a great coverage and they have this chalk finish. Sometimes you can even use them as a texture paste. But I wanted to add a little bit something to my background. I was thinking like a spray splatters, not those bigger dots, but only the spray splatters. So I diluted my paints a little bit, and I am using a very hard brush to spray. I think the toothbrush, the old toothbrush unused, would be a great solution also because it needs those stiff hair to splash like this. Spray mostly, and I am using the anthracite color first, and then I will move to the rust color. I'm also adding a little bit of water to this color, and I'm using the brush to splatter with it just to make something for my background, because I will be using masculine collection about and I will be scrapbooking the picture of my dog and hubby fixing the kitchen sink. Uh, it's the funny story because my dog is the first one to put his nose into anything we are doing, so it's just so nosy, and he just needs to be present and in the middle of everything. So when I asked hubby to fix the kitchen sink, he was just the first one to put his head under the cabinet and see what's going on. And I snapped a few pictures of that day, and when I saw this collection, it's a brand new line called Mr. Fix It, I thought, wow, this is the perfect one to scrapbook this picture. As you know, I am not into dark projects, so I'm not using the collection in its darker form like it is. I'm using the elements on the collection to build the layout in my style. And I will be creating kind of a pipes composition, and I took this paper, I think it's a paper number 2 from Mr. Fix-It collection, and I fussy cutted the pipes from one of the papers. I did it off camera, of course, because it took me a while, and this is the picture I have. My background is already dry. It didn't take a lot of time to dry because splatters were small and the chalk paint dries really fast, and I was using the chalk paint from Mintay Papers from Creativa line. There are, I think, 15 or 18 colors in this line, and I really like those paints when I need to cover cardboard, or I don't know, I'm altering something, because they are really dense and the coverage with the first layer is wonderful, and they have this super fun matte finish. Which is also great because this is how I like my objects to look like. I'm backing my picture with a piece of darker paper because it's already light, so I needed to pop from the background. And I'm also adding a layer of cardboard under the picture to add a little bit of dimension and to raise it from the surface, because you already know I love dimension. And now the puzzles of arranging the pipes around my picture, and I cutted them like they are, but I can easily trim the pipes, divide them into smaller pieces. I just wanted to create kind of a one closed, maybe not closed, but you know, sort of continuing design. I didn't want the pipes to just go randomly like they are on the paper that I cut them out from. They are not connected there, so they are not creating like a full, like closed circle, I would say. So I just wanted to create something like this on the layout, adding picture in between as a sort of the pipe composition. And as I said, it's a little bit of a puzzle to arrange everything the way it matches and closes and continues. So after putting things here and there, I finally managed to find a solution, and I needed to trim some of the pipes a little bit because they were just turning in the wrong direction. And this is how I think it's a final version. Moreover, more or less final version. And I said I will need to trim something mm, to make it work better. And I'm also adding bits and pieces from ephemera pack, well, die cuts pack from Mr. Fixed collection. There are tools, tool bags, but there are also pipes, and I don't know how to call it in English, like the measure elements with the numbers on top of them. So I will also add those to the composition here or there, but the pipes in the ephemera pack, die cuts pack, are smaller in diameter, so they cannot be combined with the bigger pipes. But I can add some smaller elements here and there. So I'm going to use this tool bag, and I'm just going through everything that I have in this pack, picking elements that I might use. So I'm putting them on the left, and all the elements that I know I will not use into this project, I'm putting them on the right to another box. And those boxes are really, really great. I got only 2 of those from scrapbook.com, but they nest. So they are great for sorting things, for die cutting. I wish I have more than 2, but they are like a good replacement for my usual plates that I have on my desk, my plastic plates, but I still use those. They are a little bit bigger, so it's easier to find things in the plastic plate, and they nest too if you put one into another, but they do not look so nice. But they are still working. I only got those from scrapbook.com when they shipped me their parcel, so I'm using them on my desk when I only need something smaller. I'm adding a little bit of dimension, of course, so I'm adding foam strips under each pipe, and I'm gluing it to the background. And I will cut this part out of the video because it's basically like me adding adhesive, so nothing fancy, nothing complicated, and you can easily recreate it without my guidance. I just repeated the same, adding 3D foam squares and foam strips. So this is it. Everything is glued down, and I'm ready to embellish my layout. So I'm adding this tool bag, and I'm reaching for the elements from the die cuts pack that I already picked previously, and I'm arranging them here and there. I do not want to add too much to this page because the pipes are like the main element of composition, and I don't want to disturb this path where your eyes wander around going through the pipes. As I mentioned, I'm adding some elements like those I would say canter because this is how we say it in English, in Polish. I don't know if it's a good or bad, but you know, all those elements that go on the pipes, maybe in the factories, because not usually not in the houses, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm also adding some tools like measuring tape, and this is the only word I know in English when it comes to tools. So sorry, I will just continue to say tool, tool, and tool because, oh, this is the screw. No, it's not a screw, but it's not a screw cap also. See, I'm not good in English when it comes to some to some workshop words. So I don't think I ever had those at school when I was learning English. And honestly, I never thought I will need to use those words in conversations. So see, learn your languages. You never know when and what you will need. And I'm just adding more and more of those tiny pieces. See how perfectly they are cutted. They don't have those white outlines, which is something amazing because I usually don't like them. I just sit down, take my scissors and trim the white outlines from already cutted out elements, which is like a double job, and it's pointless. And it's wasting your time and wasting your money because you buy die cuts because you don't want to fussy cut, but then you sit and fussy cut again. So yeah, it's me. The title of this layout will be Mr.'s Fix It. I don't have small black alphabets that have all the letters I need, so I chose the white foam ones and I'm just painting the letters using black alcohol marker. So this is a good solution if you want to have a lot of colors, but you feel like you never know which color you will use. Just buy a bunch of white alphabets and color the letters with your alcohol markers when it's a foam alphabet, or with other mediums when it's a paper one. The foam doesn't hold well any other ink, but alcohol ink is really good. And I'm adding extra adhesive to under each letter because they are not sticking well. They are quite old alphabet. Plus, I don't trust stickers. They never stick well. So I always like to add my extra glue. And the second part of the title will be Fixed It, and it's made with a bigger font but also in a black color. Sorry for the tapping noises. My doggo is going to wander around the room right now. He was napping under my desk. So this is almost it. My layout is almost done. I'm just adding some black enamel dots here and there to just highlight the composition. I don't know, I just felt it needed something like this. And I'm almost done. Uh, and I'm really, really happy how it turned out. I'm so bad at making masculine pages because honestly, my hubby is not the one that likes to have these pictures taken. I'm not buying a lot of masculine collections, honestly, none ever. If I was not given the collection, I will for sure not buy masculine collection. And I really like those pipes, how it turns out, the idea. Well, I'm proud of this page, let's be honest. Thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you like my idea too. Here are some others video you may like, or maybe you would like to subscribe to my channel so you'll never miss any new video. I try to upload them at least once a week. So thank you so much and see you soon on some other video. Bye!